Hey guys, just going to do this quick video because someone sent me a sample, so I just wanted to share my quick kind of impressions, sort of a review. I've been wearing it, so I just thought I'd just share some thoughts on it really. The reason I'm not looking straight at the camera is because I had a home haircut the other weekend, and basically she fucked it up. Word to your mother, my name's Steve, this channel is Fresh Twitches. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, apologies that I've been a bit infrequent with my video uploads. It's been quite hectic at home, homeschooling, there's some work stuff going on, all that sort of shit. So, you know, everyday life. So, as with that as well, I've also kind of been taking a bit more of a casual approach to fragrances and just kind of enjoying my collection for what it is, really. So yeah, it's been quite nice, but I'm hoping to get back to kind of a bit more of a regular kind of reviewing, uploading routine. So hopefully you might see me a little bit more, but you know, you might not want that, I don't know. Anyway, today's video is dedicated to Anton at the Instagram page A Curious Nose. He's also got a web page with the same name, which I'll link both of those in the description down below. He sent me a sample. He knows from listening to the SeeScents Geeks podcast and listening to my channel, etc. He knows that I love mandarin. So he thought that this fragrance that he loves would be something that I love, so he sent me a sample. Now the fragrance I'm talking about is Mont Blanc Exceptionnel from Mont Blanc. So this is now, by all accounts, discontinued. It's released in 2006, I think it was. It's been discontinued, so it's quite hard to get hold of now, and the prices are going up and up, so he's struggling to get hold of some. If you can actually Google it and see the bottle itself, the bottle design looks really cool and it looks really classy. So he loves this fragrance and he thinks I'll like it as well. So he sent me the sample. It's taken me a while, so sorry about that, Anton, but I've actually given it a few wearings this week. So this video is just going to be like quite a quick first impressions review type thing. It's not going to be a full-on formal review. I just want this to be just kind of sharing my thoughts really. Note-wise, at the top there's mandarin, which as I mentioned earlier is an accord I love. I really enjoy orange, mandarin, etc. There's also coffee, which is not something I particularly get from this fragrance, which is good because I don't particularly enjoy the accord of coffee or that sort of, I don't enjoy coffee-based fragrances, I must admit. I'm not a coffee drinker, I'm a bit of a tea bitch. There's also lavender, which I definitely do get in the mids. There's sage, there's mint. In the base, oh, there's also ginger. I'll put the notes on screen, so I don't know why I'm trying to fucking remember them. But yeah, in the base there's kind of amber as well, and a few other bits and bobs. So yeah, anyway, that's the fragrance. So when I first got this, my first impressions when I kind of first smelled it, it's on my arm now, is, yeah, it's nice fragrance. I did definitely pick up on the mandarin at the top, which I enjoy. As it's sort of slowly started drying down, the lavender kind of come through, and then as it goes into the sort of mids and the base, it becomes like a sort of, just quite a sort of clean, slightly green, sort of fresh fragrance, I guess. There's some sort of greenness to it. It's just very kind of safe to wear. I mean, the problem I had with it, Anton, and apologies for this, I was left a little bit underwhelmed, purely because it's a problem I have with a lot of Mont Blanc fragrances. It just comes across as a bit thin. Now, this is not me being some sort of niche snob going, oh, I love this real deep fucking resinous fragrance or whatever. I mean, it's just not very strong. I just don't, and I get this with like Mont Blanc Legend and Legend Intense, where it's actually a fragrance that's one of my best mates, is one of his favourite fragrances, Mont Blanc Legend, but I just never really got on with it because it just comes across as a bit thin and weak to me on my skin. Perhaps it's a skin chemistry thing, I don't know, or it might be a reformulation, whatever. But yeah, I kind of got that with this. But instantly on those fragrances, I do kind of get this metallic vibe from Legend and Legend Intense and Legend Night, so I think it's not a particular kind of fragrance line that works with me. I don't enjoy that sort of metallicness. But yeah, the trouble is with Mont Blanc, a lot of their fragrances are just a bit like, yeah, nice, it's just a bit middle of the road, safe, generic, manly, signature scent, kind of nice, but not, kind of nice that you're not going to offend everybody, you can smell right, but you're not really going to garner that much kind of positive reaction, or people are not even going to really notice. They'll probably notice that you're wearing something if it's not as weak as what it seems to be on my skin. But yeah, that's a challenge I typically have with Mont Blanc fragrances. Now this one actually came, I don't know where the actual bottle is, oh, here it is, as a dabber rather than a spray. So it was hard to kind of, it might have been stronger if I had a full bottle and I could put some full sprays on, which I obviously don't. But yeah, that's the challenge I have with this fragrance. It's just come across as a bit kind of weak, which is a shame because it was nice. It's a nice fragrance. I definitely got the mandarin with the lavender. It's a clean fragrance. And I think if it's stronger, I would have enjoyed it more. But unfortunately for me, it's just come across a bit weak and I couldn't enjoy it. And then what I did smell of it just felt very safe and Mont Blanc-ish, really, which I don't know, is that a compliment or an insult? I don't know. So for me, this fragrance is nice. If someone was like gifting you a bottle or if you could pick it up cheap, then by all means. But from what I understand, it's discontinued now, so it's driving up the prices, which it's not worth. I had a quick look online. I saw one bottle for like 85 quid or something. Definitely not worth that in my eyes. I'm sorry, Anton. It's all subjective, as well, you know. But I certainly wouldn't be paying top dollar for this fragrance. It's just like a lot of other kind of Mont Blanc fragrances, really. You want to be picking it up at sort of a lower price point. The only Mont Blanc fragrance that really stands out to me is the one I've mentioned before, is Explorer. I think it's an absolute great release. Yes, it's derivative, but they've done the right things to make an Aventus DNA like mass appealing and designer-ish, and they've done it well. And I think it's kind of really sort of brought Mont Blanc onto the map, really, of designer fragrances. I think it's a bang release and one of the better releases as a release from a kind of marketing standout, pivotal release from a house. I think as a release, it's certainly one of the better ones for the most recent years. And I'm planning on doing a video on that kind of topic. So yes, keep an eye out for that. Performance-wise, it's not great. As I said, it's very thin. I struggled to notice it after like an hour, 2 hours. I was really struggling. 4 hours, definitely not there. I couldn't really get much. So yeah, didn't really project either. But as I say, I did only have the little dabber stick thing. This little kind of, I had to pour some on, slap it on to it, and I've still got a tiny little bit left. So yeah, unfortunately, a bit underwhelmed. It's just, as I said earlier, very Mont Blanc-ish. So that's it. Depending on the edit, this is hopefully going to be a short and sweet video. Thank you for watching. As I say, I'm going to try and be a bit more regular, and I'm going to film another video now, do it back to back. Fuck it, that's why I'm in the mood and I've got it all set up. Let's do it. Thanks again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that shit. You know the score, and I will see you for a video soon. Take care. Much love.